welcome back to my channel. I am Callie. This is Calico Productions presents Callie's Collectibles Reviews. As you can see from the intro, I'm having a slight little rebrand, working on things a bit differently around here. But for today's review, I'm going to take a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. I have pretty much the entire set of the Mighty Morphin guys. I just need a Green Ranger. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to jump into the review station. Take a closer look at this guy. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we are in the review station. And there's the figure. There's the accessories. There's the box. We'll take a quick look at this first. Very much the same as you've seen with all of the Lightning Collection figures that I've reviewed. Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Red Ranger down the bottom there. That piece of artwork that wraps around. Like so. It's got the Mighty Morphin logo up here. On the back you get your product shots. So there you go. Put that box out of the way. There we go. One extra accessory he does include is the blaster, but I'll show that off in a minute. First, we'll take a quick look at the effects piece. Lovely bluish lightning piece. I will show off what you do with this in a little bit. It comes with, of course, the power sword, and I love these sculpted details in there. You can see there's a little few paint chips, but I have had this a while. But I love the fact that you can see that sculpted detail in there. And I don't know how well my camera's going to get it, if it can. But you can actually see that there's the Tyrannosaurus coin there. I have had some paint rub on the handle. It's on his hand, unfortunately. The hands, when you first get this figure, are incredibly tight. But there's the power sword. He comes with two gripping hands that are currently on him. I'm dropping them. And these two fist hands to punch with. And I just dropped one. Boom, found it. But yeah, two fist hands, left and right. Need I say more? Uses the usual little peg system to plug into the wrists, but I'm not going to show that off. Right. Unmasked head. Now, the likeness on this is, it's hit and miss. From certain angles, it looks more like the actor. From others, not so much. And he looks a bit, I don't know, a bit down, a bit depressed, a bit, something just, he don't look happy. But anyway, onto the figure itself. And, I don't really like to say I have like one particular favourite Ranger. I kind of think all of them have their own good points. But the red design is, in my opinion, let me turn that light off a minute. There we go. The Red Ranger, in my opinion, is a really cool design. Just the helmet alone. There's the Tyranno power coin, if it can pick it up. There you go. You can just about see that it is sculpted in there. Got the... I can't get it out. There we go. Push from the bottom. The little blade blaster in its blaster configuration. Not much to it. Decent sculpt. Not much paint. But there you go. I'll pop that back. There we go. As you see, it fits nicely in the holster. Got the usual diamond pattern on the chest, as you'd come to expect. Same around the gloves. And the boots. There's his butt. Little seam up the back of the costume, which I think is a nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but that is a really nice touch. So there you go. That's the figure. Now, for articulation, the head is on a ball joint and a hinge, so you can look, if you use the joints together, you can look decently up, decently down. You get tiniest amount of tilt with this guy, not much at all, and you get full 360 rotation. Arms can be a little bit tricky at the shoulders because you've got a butterfly joint here and you've got this hinge here. So when trying to get his arm out to the sides, it might not always go in your favour. Some joints will move around, but you can hear that's ratcheted. So once you get it into a pose, it ain't going nowhere. But you've got all the way up, that far down, 360 rotation, and butterfly joints that give you backwards and forwards. More so backwards than forwards. Same both sides. You've got a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, if you can get both of them to go. I sometimes struggle. There you go, double jointed elbows. No rotation here, just due to all these, the pin being there, there's no way there could be a rotation there. But you get hinge and swivel at the wrist. And as you can see there, there's the paint rub on the hands. Unfortunately, not a lot I can do about that. Like I said, same both sides. Standard, as you've come to see with a lot of the Rangers figures, no waist joint, but you do get this upper diaphragm cut here and this ab crunch here. So this is your rotation point. You get a bit of tilt. Can go using just this top joint that far forward, that far back. If you use this joint with this one, you can get him that far back. Oh God, this is a stiff joint. You can get him that far forward. There we go. Right, legs can go that far forward. Can't really go back. Out to the side, about that far. You get rotation at the thigh. Double jointed knees. There you go. You do get a rotation at the boot, at the top of the boot anyway. And then you get your forward facing pin for your ankles, and it's heavily ratcheted, so this guy will definitely hold a pose. And you've got your side to side action tilt there. Right, give me just a minute and I will get this guy all accessorized up and then do some comparisons. One thing I will quickly show off while getting the figure posed and whatnot is how to put this on. Now basically what you want to do is get the sword and you want to thread it through from the bottom. It goes through, and there's like a bit in the middle you need to catch. So you just thread it through, sort of over, under kind of deal to it. And then once you've got it to the bottom of the sword, you compose your Red Ranger. And there you go. He's ready to fight. So I will jump over now and do some quick comparisons. Here he is with his show nemesis, Goldar. And I think scale-wise, they work pretty damn well together. Here he is next to the standard male Ranger body and in the form of Zack the Black Ranger. And here he is with a standard sized female ranger in the form of Trini the Yellow Ranger. And just because this is the crossover we really need to see happen, here he is with the Marvel Legends retro carded Wolverine brown and tan costume. So then that's all the comparisons. I'm going to jump back out of the review station now and give you my final thoughts. So then, that was my review of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. Like I say about all these figures, I mean, especially with the Rangers, if you've messed around with the Blue Ranger, if you've messed around with the Black Ranger, the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, basically any of the male Rangers, they all use the same base body. It's just the helmets, the accessories, and things like that that are different. I understand kind of nature of the beast when you're dealing with Power Rangers is that, it's a uniform. Of course it's going to look the same from figure to figure. But overall, very well done. I'm impressed with it. I love it as part of my collection. If you've not picked it up already in its many, many different forms, this particular mold anyway, but I mean, there's this version of the figure, and then there's the version that came in the 2-pack with the Zeo Gold Ranger and this guy, and I think that one was with the Dragon Shield, I think. I'm not 100%. But anyway, so that was my review. Thank you for joining me. This has been Callie's Collectibles Reviews, and I shall catch you all next time. Mwah. Bye for now.
Go, go, power!